Good evening, friends. In the last session, we studied some basic principles of stereochemistry. Today also, we continue the basic principles of stereochemistry. Friends, what is the valency of carbon? Carbon has 4 valency. If the carbon atom having 4 different substituent is called a asymmetric carbon atom. Here this carbon atom has, this is one group, that is CH2, CH3. This is different group, CH3, and here H, here OH. So the carbon atom has 4 different group, then it is known as asymmetric carbon. Asymmetric carbon atom is known as stereocenter. The resulting molecule would lack symmetry and the molecule is referred to as asymmetric molecule. That is, if I show this, it is a lack of symmetry. That is here H, here CH2, CH3, here CH3, here OH group. So there is no symmetry taking place here. But in this molecule show symmetry. That is, if I hide this structure, but it will show same like this. So it has symmetry, but this molecule does not show symmetry. So this molecule is known as asymmetric molecule. And the asymmetry of the molecule is responsible for the optical activity in such organic compounds. For example, a sphere, cone, cube, all are identical to their mirror image and they can be superimposable. If the objects are different from their identical shape, two mirror images are called non-superimposable. The molecules that cannot be superimposable on their mirror images are called chiral molecule. For example, our hand. If our left hand and right hand look similar, but if we try to superimpose left and right hands by putting one on the other, we cannot be superimposed. So the hands are chiral. What is chiral? An object or molecule which is not superimposable on its mirror image is called chiral and the property is called chirality. The objects which show superimposable on their mirror images are called achiral. For example, sphere. If we are kept a sphere in front of the mirror, we get the superimposable of the same sphere. That is, it will fit. So, the objects which are superimposable on their mirror images are called achiral, and most of the achiral molecules have a plane of symmetry. If we cut like this, we get 2 equal parts, and cut like this, we get 2 equal parts. So most of the achiral molecules have a plane of symmetry or center of symmetry. And achiral molecules contain a stereocenter is called meso. And this molecule is an example of achiral molecule. Next we see another example, that is propane 2-ol. If we get this propane 2-ol molecule in front of the mirror, we get the mirror images of this propane 2-ol. And this propane 2-ol does not contain asymmetric carbon atom. What is asymmetric carbon atom? The carbon atom has 4 different groups. Here CH3, CH3, that is same group. So it does not contain asymmetric carbon atom. So this molecule will act as a chiral molecule. The images of this propane 2-ol molecule is, again we rotate 180 degree, we get the same structure of this molecule. So it is not a chiral molecule, it is an example of achiral molecule. In the case of butane 2-ol, it contains asymmetric carbon atom. This is asymmetric carbon atom because this carbon atom has 4 different groups. And if we kept this molecule in front of the mirror, we get the mirror images of this butane 2-ol. This mirror images is a non-super impossible because it does not show symmetry and it has an asymmetric carbon atom. So it is a chiral molecule. Which concept we studied? We studied asymmetric carbon atom, chiral and chirality. Also achiral and achirality. Now we pass on to enantiomers. What is enantiomers? The optical isomers which are non-superimposable on its mirror images are called enantiomers, and the phenomena is called enantiomerism. Generally we are saying enantio means opposite and mers means unit. That is, here the original image is whenever we flip, the wedge group becomes a dashed group and a dashed group becomes wedge group. And enantiomers have identical physical and chemical properties but differs with respect to the rotation of plane of polarized light. If one of the enantiomers is dextrorotatory and other will be levorotatory. So from this we study the concept enantiomers. Enantiomers means the optical isomers which are non-superimposable on its mirror images are called enantiomers. Next concept is racemic mixture. We already studied SN1 reaction proceeds racemization. When a mixture containing two enantiomers in equal proportion will have zero optical rotation. That is, the rotation due to one isomer will be cancelled by the rotation due to the other isomer. Such a mixture is called racemic mixtures. If it is represented by DL R plus or minus form and will be optically inactive, and the process of converting, D means dextrorotatory and L means levorotatory. So the process of converting D or L form of an optically active compound into racemic form, that is DL, is called racemization. We see another concept, that is retention. Whenever the relative spatial arrangement, this is spatial arrangement means the groups are arranged in different directions. So the spatial arrangement of bonds to an asymmetric carbon center in a chiral molecule remains to the same on, before and after the reaction. That is, this compound, that is 2-methyl-1-butanol, have only the OH group is present. It will react with hydrochloric acid. When heating we get another molecule plus chloro 2-methyl-butane. But only the difference is here this OH will be reacted with HCl, water molecule will be liberated and Cl will be attached here. So the relative spatial arrangement of bonds to an asymmetric center in a chiral molecule remains to the same on, before and after the reaction. So this reaction is said to be known as retention of configuration. So in this example, no bond at the asymmetric carbon is broken and the product will have the same general configuration of group around the stereo center. Therefore, the reaction proceeds with the retention of configuration. Next concept is inversion. If the relative spatial arrangements of bond at the asymmetric carbon atom becomes opposite as compared to the reactant after the reaction, then the reaction is called inversion. For example, in this equation, generally we studied SN1 reaction has, first step is the slow step, and also we get two types of product. One is frontward attack and another one is backward attack. So this molecule is treated with Y, we get the front way attack. So C2H5, Y, CH3H, and another product is C2H5 in backward attack. So Y will come here. The spatial arrangement is totally different from the reactant. And we get A is the only product. The process is called retention of configuration because same spatial arrangement because A has same configuration of the reactant. But if B is the only product of this process, it is called the inversion of configuration because B has the configuration opposite that of the reactant. That is, in the reactant molecule C2H5 height CH3X. The Y molecule will attack in a backward attack. We get the same spatial arrangement. So it is retention of configuration. But in the case of B molecule, totally different. That is opposite side of the spatial arrangement will be taking place. So it is inversion configuration. If we get equimolar mixture of product, that is 50% A product, and that is retention of configuration, and 50% of inversion of configuration, then the mixture is known as racemization and the product is optically inactive. Friends, organic chemistry is a vast area and stereochemistry is one of its subtopic. If you know the stereochemistry of the organic compound, then only we can able to proceed the reaction mechanism of that compound. In this session, we studied asymmetric carbon, chiral, chirality, achiral, enantiomers, racemization, retention of configuration and inversion of configuration. All these terms will be very important for our PGT chemistry exam. So, I hope this video will be helpful to all of us. Thanks for watching.